Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Transformers Legacy Evolution Walmart exclusive G2 Universe Voyager class Cloudcover. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here on the top, we have Transformers Legacy Evolution. And nice. I mean, it's kind of the same packaging, but it's gooey looking, the deco on it. And it's just sliming everywhere. So I guess that's toxic stuff. And then we have Transformers Generations Takara Tomy. Transformers Legacy Evolution G2 Cloudcover. And then here we have a nice window, plastic-free packaging, of course. But you can see at least some of the figure. Voyager class, Hasbro print, plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. On the bottom here, in case you just forgot what I said, it's plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. And then here we have small fine legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, recycled, and a barcode. On this side we have some nice artwork of Cloudcover with some goo splash, like right here. Goo splash back there. Dim Toxitron. And then here on this side we have that nice Evolution artwork, just slightly different colors because toxic. And then here on the back, Transformers More Than Meets the Eye G2 Universe Cloudcover. He's part of the Walmart exclusive Toxitron wave. He transforms in 23 steps from robot to plane and back. Authentic Hasbro print. Includes figure and 2 accessories. Warning! Small parts may be generated. What? Don't stick things in your pie hole, that's what. Don't give it to babies. And again, small fine legalese, made in Vietnam print, and that symbol I'm not going to learn, Hasbro print. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories in alt mode. And first up, we have the handy dandy instruction manual, 8-and-up, Transformers Legacy Evolution Transformers G2 Universe Cloudcover. And then we have a nice line art illustration. And some more small fine legalese print and some symbols down there at the bottom. And on the inside, they just fold out, of course. And on the inside we have some nice, clearly illustrated, easy to follow direction. You can see it's kind of dripping that toxic goo all over the place, even in these instructions. So I think that's cool that they included that in there to kind of tie the line together. Although this is probably the only one from that wave that I'm going to be getting. And of course, here are his weapons, null rays, and they are painted in black, molded in this white plastic. And nothing new about these ever since Earthrise. Same mold, and there's 2 of them exactly the same. Do have a nice glossy paint on them, and lots of molded detail on the bottom. It's a little bit, sparing and hollow and stuff. But again, the same thing that we've been getting since Earthrise. Now let's take a look at the vehicle mode. And I have to say, I do like these colors. The rest of the wave, not so much. But this one, I think, is okay. And it really fits in with the rest of my Decepticons. Except, of course, it does have the G2 Decepticon logo. But he's G2. So, even though I think the other two G2 Jets Seekers that I have, Sandstorm and Ramjet, both have the normal Decepticon logo rather than the G2 version. And now I'm not sure which of these is the paint app. I think it's this, and this is the molded color, and then this is the paint. I could be wrong, but a little messy on the bottom, a little messy from the side. Of course, like most Seekers, from the top down, or most Transformer plane modes, you know, from looking at it from the top, it looks very nice, and then, you know, as you roll it over, it just gets worse. But again, nothing real new about this. It's basically that Starscream Earthrise mold, and then it was retooled again to be Ramjet. And that's what this is, just a repaint of Ramjet. And again, like I said, it's nice looking. I don't have any issues with the deco and stuff on this. This looks like it will fit in with my display with no problems. And of course, almost forgot, the guns do store in these ports, and of course they have pegs on them. And there we go. And there he is, all completed in his alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and here we have the Transformers Legacy Evolution Walmart exclusive Toxitron Wave G2 Universe Cloudcover with the Transformers Selects Earthrise G2 Ramjet, both Voyager class. For our final set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Transformers Legacy Evolution Walmart exclusive Voyager class G2 Universe Cloudcover with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive Selects Earthrise Leader class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our show where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And hopefully I won't have any problems with it, seeing as how I've transformed this mold lots and lots. So first of all, let's just pull the guns off. And let's flip the wings up. And do kind of be careful with it, because of course there's a little bitty tab right there. And it goes into that slot right there. So let's just get those up for a minute and out of the way. You can bend these up. They're on a peg right there. And okay, you can't move those up yet. So let's go ahead and untab right here and here. Open this up. Then you can pull that straight down. And then here on the well, yeah, I guess this is the front side. So you can see there's a tab here and here, and there's corresponding slots here and here, and that just kind of locks the legs into place. And you can separate them, and you can see there's tabs in there, and there's slots, of course, that correspond with those tabs. The feet, you just split them open. And then, well, we'll get into that stuff later. Up here on the chest. And of course, this is for any who have not transformed a Seeker on this Earthrise mold before. You got these two little tabs, and they go behind these two little tabs right here. So, now we should be able to unlock these. And they just turn right here. There's a hinge right in here, and then there's a hinge here. And just rotate those pieces up. Then once you have these pieces untabbed, you can lift that up like this. You take these two parts, and they're on a hinge right here that goes straight down, and you open those up. And then right here you'll see a little, like a big tab, and it just kind of holds it into place. It doesn't really, you know, it's not much chance of breaking unless you really force it. So anyway, you'll notice it's on a hinge back here, and then there's a hinge here, and there's also a twist in here. So you want to twist this and then lower it down. And is that all the way? I don't know. Anyway, this piece tabs, there's a tab right here, there's a slot right here, and it's on a double hinge here and here as well. And you just kind of, it just kind of goes straight back like that. And again, this is for anyone who hasn't transformed the Earthrise mold before. If you have, then you know you could probably skip this part altogether. Uh-oh, something's not right. What's not right? Alright, there we go. And then again, these tabs and these tabs slip behind these tabs again. Just make sure you have these pieces out like they're supposed to be, which is like this. That can go down, and I probably really should have. That helps. Alright, then here for the arms, there's a hinge right here, and that piece opens up like so. Then this piece, it kind of tabs in around this, but you just straighten that out, and you'll notice this piece right here, and you just kind of, this piece will go right onto that. Then you close this down, and you take the hand, just put it into place, and on the other side you do more of the same. Close that down, put the fist down. And then of course, he's got these ports here in the upper arm, which is the traditional spot for these rifles, or of course he can hold it in his hand as well. There's that. And then the final step, I usually either leave them like this or flip this all the way forward because I think that looks better than what the instructions tell you to do, which is to turn them and leave them like that. But that is the official transformation. Just for me, that takes up too much space, so I don't leave it like that. But there's Cloudcover, my friends, all transformed. Let's take a look at Cloudcover in his robot mode. And again, if anyone has any of the Conehead Seekers from Earthrise, then, you know, especially that Ramjet or the G2 Ramjet or Sandstorm, you really... I don't even know why you're watching this video, other than, you know, you might like to listen to what I have to say. But anyway, there we have this nice deco, which I'm guessing is a Tampo in there, this yellow and black checkerboard. And then the face, I'm assuming, is, you know, the whole head is in this color, and then this is paint, and then this is paint, and you can see his eyes have a little bit of a red paint app in there on the black face. And then I'm assuming most of this is where it's molded in color, and some of this is as well, and then some of it you have paint apps, and then here we have that checkerboard again on the front. And then pretty much everything back here is what we looked at in plane mode. And again, I'm gonna flip these forward. I know this isn't the official transformation, but I like it better like that. So that's how he's going to my display. And throughout this guy, you know, nice molded details, just like this mold has always had. Well, let's look at his articulation just a bit. He can look up that far. He can look down, not much, really just straight ahead. He doesn't chicken neck. He's got a little bit of waggle in there. He can do the full exorcist at the shoulders. Comes out that far, spins around 360 degrees. It's a cut here at the upper bicep on a mushroom peg. Single hinge at the elbow gives you slightly better than 90 degrees. And of course, you can tilt the wrist up, although I don't really know what you would do with that, but that's mostly due to transformation. So, but it is there. Nothing in the waist. At the hips, it's a little loose in the knees, I'll tell you that. He can give you that much of the splits. You can flip this up and he can kick forward that far and backwards about half a step due to this butt flap. Then he does have a upper thigh swivel there where the hip joint comes down into the leg. At the knee, give you, if you untab it, it will give you a little more extra. But as far as without untabbing it, it gives you a little better than 90 degrees. You can see his legs pointed forward just a bit. And then, you know, the feet close. You might could do something posability wise with that, but I'm not really sure. So not really any tilt to speak of, and he'll give you that much rocker. So again, if you've got any of the other Seekers on this mold, then nothing new here. But there you have it, my friends. Just in case you haven't got one or haven't seen this before, there's a look at Cloudcover and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Walmart exclusive Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class G2 Universe Cloudcover with the Transformers Generation Selects Voyager class Earthrise G2 Ramjet. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Walmart exclusive Transformers Legacy Evolution Toxitron Wave G2 Universe Cloudcover with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee, and another Walmart exclusive, the Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Walmart exclusive Toxitron Wave G2 Universe Voyager class Cloudcover, I have to say, you know, other than the colors on this guy, there's nothing really new going on here. If you have any of the Earthrise Seekers, there's no big surprises here. If you have a Dirge, whether it's G1 or G2, there's definitely no surprise going on here. Or even Sandstorm, the G2 Sandstorm. Nothing really new going on here. It's just a repaint of that Dirge mold, which is a slight retool of the Earthrise Seeker mold. And I will have to say, at this point, I think there needs to be some refinements made to this mold, especially up here, these clips, because eventually this plastic, we know it all gets brittle, and those tabs are eventually going to break. Either the ones on the side or the ones on the top. Either one, they're gonna, it's most likely going to be the ones on the side. So I think there needs to be some type of improvement made there, whether it's in materials or engineering. And it's not going to take much but a slight retool to fix that issue. The alt mode is a bit clunky. Of course, when you look at it from the top down, it looks super awesome. You turn it to the side, that's where it starts to get clunky looking, and you turn it over all the way, and then it's super clunky looking. But again, nothing new if you've owned a Transformer on this mold before. I do like the colors, and this is probably the only Transformer in that Toxitron wave that I'm going to get. I thought about getting Light Cycle or Laser Cycle, whatever the name of it is. I can't remember right offhand, but I'm really not a big fan of that Prime RC Legacy mold, so I'm probably going to pass on that one. The Grimlock and the Jazz and the Mirage are really atrocious looking in those colors. And the only other one that looks okay to me is Toxitron himself. And I'm most likely going to pass on him because I'm not the biggest fan of that Laser Optimus Prime mold either. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad or anything. It's just, I've already got 2 Transformers on that mold, and I'm not so impressed with it that I want to get a third one. Of course, the same could be said about this guy, although I do rather like the Earthrise Seeker mold, especially in the robot mode. The only clunky part of it is being, you know, the nose cone on his back and the way for the official transformation with the wings. You know, at least on this version, this retool of that mold, the wings on the legs stick out partially angled back. And I don't really care for that look. I'd rather have it folded in all the way or folded back as far as they'll go instead of sticking out. Takes up less space in the display, and it also, in my opinion, looks better. Your mileage, of course, may vary. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.